tripping. All right, welcome to Hoops on SSB. Giving you some bonus coverage of a junior varsity game between the Andrew Jackson Tigers and the Williston Red Devils. Now the visitors, the Red Devils, they've run away with this one. As you can see, 56-41 is our score late in the fourth quarter. The game is about to be over any time now, under a minute to play. And the Tigers just got themselves a two-pointer there, making it 56-43. Well, like I said, bonus coverage right here, Hoops on SSB on this year Friday evening, our first broadcast of the brand new year 2025. Happy New Year to you. Good evening. I know you're here for the varsity game, the Tigers versus the Red Devils. That one is coming up immediately after this JV game. So just sit back and continue to watch this one as we'll do the same and get ready for the big one. All right, that's the game. The JV game has come to an end. 56-43 in favor of the Williston Red Devils, beating the Andrew Jackson Tigers. And of course, that's not a score that the varsity players would want to see. Or it might just motivate them to correct whatever went wrong in that JV game. So we're here, Hoops on SSB. Courtney Wallace checking in for this, our first game of 2025. I'm here with the crew, Garrett, Binford, and we have a surprise for you this evening. Yep, we have a young man who's in the booth, who's getting his first taste. We're going to wet his feet, put his feet to the fire. You ready for it?
Yeah, yes I am.
All right. Well, stand by. We're going to take a break. We're going to get set for the varsity game, the Tigers versus the Red Devil.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
All right, well, we aim to please. So if you want to see the warm-ups, then guess what? We'll show you the warm-ups. Just about 10 minutes to play. We're getting ready for the big one to kick the year off here on SSB. Andrew Jackson Tigers hosting the Williston Red Devil. All right, so with about 10 minutes to play, let's get right into it. Andrew Jackson, the hottest team right now in Jacksonville. I'd say probably the hottest team in Northeast Florida. Very highly ranked, matter of fact, highly ranked in the state. Good evening, I'm Courtney Wallace, checking in with you on SSB. Hoops right here on SSB, getting ready for one that we expect to be sizzling hot. Something else that's going to be sizzling hot is the young man who's sitting beside me. I know his brain probably now is like going a mile a minute. So I'm going to have to find a way to relax him. Darren Smith, welcome to SSB.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. Just want to say that. For all the people, once again, I'm Darren Smith. My name is Darren Smith. You can follow me on any social media platform, D Smooth Sports and _ D Smooth.
All right, so Darren, we got hooked up with Darren a couple of weeks ago. Understand that he's fresh out of high school. He's a basketball player, and he wants to do media. I mean, every basketball player I know, they want to go into the NBA. He wants to come into the commentary booth. Why is that? Yeah, why is it that you want to be a commentator, work in media, rather than go play, maybe the NBA?
The reason I want to be into it is just because I couldn't make it as a basketball player, so therefore I still wanted to be around the sport and other sports as well. Ever since I tore my PCL my senior year, I just fell in love with just being passionate, talking, public speaking, and stuff like that. So I want to be able to cover and highlight players from Jacksonville, as we don't get much notary. We don't get a lot of notarization here. So I want to be able to bring that and bring a new culture.
All right, sounds good. Well, this is your start. I mean, you've been doing a lot of work on Instagram, but this is your start on television. Thanks for being here. We're happy to have you. All right, let's talk some basketball now. Let's talk about Andrew Jackson, the hottest team in Northeast Florida at the minute, 13-1. They just coming off back-to-back tournament wins. I know you've followed the team and you've covered the team extensively. What can you tell us about Andrew Jackson?
What I can tell you about Andrew Jackson, they have a potential player in the year in Jahari Simmons. Jahari is their lead guard, basically the head of the snake, to put it. He leads this Jackson team, which everyone's tenacious. Another one I can name, which he's out tonight, is David Wilson. He's out due to injury, but he brings a lot of energy. Really, all these guys bring a lot of energy, and that's what really keeps them in the game. That's why they win a lot of games, their defense. So it's exciting to see them against an offensively good Williston team.
All right, then, speaking with Coach Byron Shumwell earlier this week, he says he expects this Williston team to try to match their energy and try to match their speed, because they too like to play the fast game. So that, I think, makes for fireworks, because from what we know of this Andrew Jackson team, having seen the way they overrun other teams, then it's going to be up and down the court real quick.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Have you had a look at any of the players on the Williston team? Players that we should be looking out for this evening.
Yes, definitely been looking at them. They got 3 scorers that are averaging 12+ points. Their leading scorer is Jay Washington.
Yeah, Joel Washington. Averaging 15.8 points per game. He's about 50% from the free throw line, which is pretty good in high school basketball. He also averages about 6.6 rebounds per game. So he's one to look out for. But then there's also DeAndre Harvey, who is averaging 19.3 points per game. He's one to look out for.
Yeah.
The number 5, DeAndre Harvey. And then there's Xavier Kirkpatrick, averaging 12.7 points per game. That's pretty good.
Yes. So I really want to see what Jackson defense can do against those 3, as it seems like they're kind of lethal. They're playing consistent this year, and it's kind of hard to average, just double digits really in high school basketball, especially playing at a high level.
Yeah, but then Williston, they're coming off a loss this past Monday. They lost to Evans, and they're like 9-5 on the season. They're going up against a team that's 13-1.
I don't think the 9-5 record really affects them. I think they'll, look at every new game as a new opportunity and try to improve the record and just keep the losses at 5. But it's going to be very challenging against this Jackson team.
And of course, this is a Jackson team. If they can take down Jackson, then that will definitely be a feather in the cap.
Yes.
All right. So we are now 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to play. As the gymnasium is filling up here on Main Street. Getting ready for this big one. Now, you covered Jackson last weekend at the Christmas tournament.
Yes, I did.
How did they perform?
They performed very well. In the first game, they played a young but gritty Reigns team. That was a great game to watch. and they came out with that win. But Ribault versus Jackson, the environment was really like, I don't know. I really want people to experience that. It was a great environment. I was wondering how they were able to stay calm, cool, collected in that type of environment because it was wild. But they came out to win. They played very well, although that's the game that David got hurt, which I think that gave him an extra motivation to come out after the delay to come beat Ribault. So they played very well, very well. They have Tavion Lawson, which he has multiple offers in football. He's just playing basketball. He was the key component, and Jahari Simmons. Jahari won MVP, and Tavion won all tournament.
Right, and of course we covered the Battle of the Island on the Island tournament, where they avenged a loss to the Fleming Island Golden Eagles. They lost to them in the Fort Tegra, and man, did they run over them at their own tournament.
Yeah.
That was a game to watch. Of course, which, you know, the fans, they can go back and watch that one right here on SSB. You can watch it on demand. As also the final that Andrew Jackson played against Lake Highland Prep. They basically won that game on the very last play and possession of the game. Buzzer beater.
Yeah, I saw it. Buzzer beater, yeah.
Exciting, exciting. All right, so just about 5 or so minutes to go before game time. We're going to take a break, get the starting lineups, and get set for what should be a big one. Yeah. All right, taking a break. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
All right, so the national anthem, and now we're getting ready for action. Action here from the Tigers Den, the home of the Andrew Jackson basketball team, Andrew Jackson High School. And as we said before, we are expecting fireworks in this one, as Williston would have come up from Central Florida, and I'm sure they would want to disrupt the apple cart and to break this winning streak that Jackson is on, which is currently about 4 or 5 that their win streak they're on, right?
Yeah, they're on a 4 or 5 game win streak ever since they lost to Fleming and Fortegra. But me personally, I don't think they should have lost. I feel like they should be undefeated right now. But they look to continue to keep the win streak going.
All right. So we're getting ready. Let's see. For Williston, it looks to be Giovanni Wright, Joel Washington. I know Jahari Simmons is starting for Jackson. Unfortunately, we didn't get the lineups beforehand, as the coaches kept them close. But they got Tashawn Thomas out there. Corentus Denard will jump and tip off for Jackson. They get the first possession. This is Simmons, Jahari.
Now that's one thing I do love about Jackson off the rip. That's one thing I love about Jackson off the rip. They run the sets, a lot of motion cuts going. As this team is more offensively threatened, having more offensive threats than the previous teams they had before.
First shot attempt there from Terrell Mosley. And here he is again. But this time he drives, it dishes, and we got the first score of the game.
This is the energy I'm talking about right here. The tenacious defense that they play, full court.
So this now is the Red Devils trying to open their account. Shot attempt there, no good. Lost the handle. And Jackson, they have the ball. And this is one thing, Darren, empty possessions. The team that makes the least mistakes this evening is a team that's more likely to win.
Yes. As I looked on Max Preps, Jackson averages almost 3.5 turnovers a game as a team. So they need to cut down on that for them to get a win tonight.
Or just score on every possession. Simmons for 3 from way downtown.
He shot that one from deep.
Very deep. It puts Jackson up 5-0. And here now is Williston. And a shot from the corner, no good. In and out. They get a chance to do it again. Jackson defense standing firm, holding their ground, trying to keep this Williston offense at bay. And here's a drive, rejected.
Oh no, Courtney. I think that was a block.
From this angle, it looked like a block.
It did. But that's the tenacity about Jackson that I emphasize. That they're not going to give up on plays. They're not going to let you get anything easy. They're not going to let you get anything easy. They're not going to let you give up on plays. So, they're not going to give up on plays. And
this DeAndre Harvey, to the line, off the rim. And they're still yet to get on the scoreboard. It's this Williston Red Devil team. Harvey, second shot. That one is good. And they finally have a point on the board. Here now comes Jackson. Simmons. Three ball attempt there is good from Tayshawn Thomas.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
As we see Coach Byron on the sidelines there, he's happy with what he's seeing.
Yeah.
Only 5 minutes on the clock, but they're already 8-1 up.
I need Coach Byron to be aware because that's Tavion's second foul.
And here is Williston. That one won't go. And the putback is good. That's Adam Henderson. That one from the corner, no good. Williston with the rebound, and here they come and loses the handle, and Jackson, they're back in possession. This is Simmons.
Great spin.
Nice spin move, goes up, and the putback is good.
Terrell Mosley with the putback. I love Jahari's pace. It's just really travel.
And that's a travel. We're having some issues with our clock, with our scoreboard here. Get that updated for you as soon as we can. As here now comes Jackson. Draws the foul that time is Corences Denard. And he'll go to the line.
Now, Courtney, we need to talk about the environment in here. The fans really have high energy, just really show a lot of support for this Jackson team.
First shot off the rim, but of course, if you have a team that is doing this well, then, you know, winners have friends.
Yeah.
Denard will go for his second shot, and no good. Misses both of them. 10-3 for Jackson.
Williston's awareness needs to pick up. Harvey. And moving screen, number 4, Adam Henderson.
All right, trying to do some housekeeping work here, folks, if you don't hear from me. I guess Darren will pick up the slack until I get back in.
Simmons bringing it down the court. Shoot, oh, tipped. Corences with the ball. Harvey. Now Washington. Dances. Great step through. Oh. Jackson, good pass. Blocked by Harvey.
Yep, that was a block. I think we have our scoreboard all sorted out. No, so you can tell. Score is 10-3. 2:42 on the clock.
And that's going to be Mosley's first. Although he's a junior, he plays so fearless. Like, he doesn't let anything really rattle him. He plays very hard.
Well, it's a team you're in. I mean, you got to match the energy of the team. Especially if your seniors are doing well and your sophomores, you got to match that energy. or else he won't be on the team. 3 attempt, no good. Here comes Jackson. Loses the handle there. And this now is an attempt. Whistle on the play.
Charge on Harvey.
And that's a charge on DeAndre Harvey. And of course, he's one of the main players on this Williston team.
Yeah.
They're expecting him to lead the team.
Yeah. As the few plays I've seen, I can see he's an athlete. And he really wants to get downhill and get to the rack or even draw a foul. Thomas brings it up the floor. Simmons calls for a pick.
And definitely having some connection issues. Trying to have it sorted out, folks. We ask that you bear with us. But the ball game continues.
Washington
Turnover
steals
there.
it. Oh.
Washington, alley-oop. No good.
A lot of hustle.
Have you seen the intensity that Coach Schemmel spoke about? Have you seen that intensity? Do you think that Jackson has actually upped the pace in this game?
Yes, honestly, yes. Well, Williston's actually kind of matching their intensity, right? Great pass by Simmons.
Brilliant. And Denard gets that one in. Makes it now 12-3.
But Williston's definitely matching their intensity.
Not that time. Here now is Simmons. And easy layup.
I stand corrected.
That call in favor of Jackson. Another charge they're called.
And that's going to be his second.
As we see, Denard comes out, and he's replaced by Corey Battle.
Now you have Isaiah Lewis checking in the game for Harvey. Harvey has to have more awareness, though. If you see that the man is coming up for a charge, you need to use your Euro step move to get around him instead of going up. But that cost him.
Yeah, that's the game intelligence there. Here now, Jackson on the attack.
Jackson.
3 off the rim. Still Jackson. And that was a
3-second violation.
3-second violation there. Too much time in the paint. (14-3) your score as we come to approaching the end of the first quarter. Just about 18 or so seconds to go. Williston in possession. Interesting, they only have 3 points on the board.
Good shot.
Good shot. So they close out the quarter on a good note. That was Isaiah Lewis Thompson with a 2-shot there. That makes it 14-15 at the end of the first quarter. Of course, we're having some buffering issues with our internet here inside the Tigers then. But don't worry, the game is being recorded, so you'll be able to watch it afterwards anyway. But so far, Darren, it's all been Andrew Jackson.
Yep. Definitely. I think Jackson can turn it up a little bit more. That's just me personally. But Williston is matching their energy. Unfortunately, Harvey has 2 fouls. I really want to see Washington get going, as he's playing a little passive right now, honestly. So now that they have their leading scorer out the game, I'll like to see him take over. On Jackson's side, Jahari's getting going. The team just flowing well together.
Indeed. Well, the first quarter, let's call it first round to Jackson 14-5. And that you have to call it an impressive lead against a team that you expected to match the energy.
Yep.
Well, they've matched the energy, just not the scoring.
Yeah, just not the score.
Well, here they are again. They start the second quarter in possession. Does this Williston team. And the attempt there is no good. Not able to draw the foul. That was Washington. And here now comes Simmons for Jackson.
Looks like Williston's in a 1-3-1. Oh,
Jackson.
put a little
Justin
too much
Jackson.
on that one.
Overcooked that pass.
Definitely.
A turnover. All right, so Williston now they get a chance to do it again. Washington. And here's a drive.
Great floater.
And a good floater. That makes it 7 points for Williston. Cuts the deficit to 7.
I love this set. Jackson's in 2-1-2 set. Split the floor. 2 guards. The one in the middle.
And that shot that time is no good. And Williston will try. And that pass was a little bit errant. Ankle pass. No good.
I seen the vision, Washington. I seen the vision. I seen the vision.
Just not the execution.
Just not the execution.
And this is Jackson again. Loses the handle for a second.
Middleton.
Kicks it out. Simmons misses that time.
The back iron.
And a lot of bobbling the ball there. And possession will go to Williston. This is Johnson. Make that Washington. And here now is Williston. And they put that one up. And that one is good. From Jaden McGee. Draws the foul. Will go to the line.
Thought he was going to dunk that one.
Probably not a good idea at this stage of the game. Ooh. Misses the basket completely. Does McGee that time.
I really love how Jackson's advancing this ball, moving the ball.
Very quick. Here is Jackson Justin. That ball tipped. Good recovery that time. Comes all the way back to Simmons. Jackson. No good. And now the turnover. Williston, they get a chance to attack the Jackson basket.
Johnson.
Now, interesting to note that we're 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jackson is yet to record a score in this quarter.
Washington downhill, up.
And he
Turnover.
loses the handle. Off the foot.
And that is a turnover.
And we must say that they've had a little bit of momentum in this second quarter.
Yeah. Lawson checks back in, and Mosley checks back in.
But there's no good having momentum if you're going to turn the ball over like cheaply like that.
See,
Simmons.
here they need somebody just to flash middle. Great pass, and one.
Beautiful play there by Andrew Jackson. Corey battle down low. Force the contact.
Henderson checks in for McGee.
Henderson, the 6'1" junior. First shot goes up.
Oh, Harvey
Top
checked back in
scores.
as well.
And with that, Andrew Jackson opened their second quarter account. 17-9. Washington dishes to Henderson. Henderson. That's good.
Now they're trying to build a little momentum. It's going to be brick by brick, though.
Here is Simmons. Finds Jackson. Back to Simmons. Thomas. Simmons.
Mosley pump fake, floater. Off the back iron. Corey, rebound.
And there's battle.
Scores.
Beautiful play. Patient build up there by Andrew Jackson. And they got the results. Here's Henderson for three. Off the rim. A rebound to Simmons.
Three.
Now Simmons goes up.
Oh.
Ooh, in and out that time. Beautiful end-to-end move there by Williston.
I love that. He got up the court in at least 2 to 3 dribbles.
Right, that was Giovanni Wright. So you speak about matching the intensity. Great pass there. Here is Thomas, and he gets it in.
Strong finish. And now Jackson's in a diamond. 1-2-1-1 press.
Henderson down low. Misses the first attempt. Gets his own. Oh, what a steal that time. Let's see what he does with this one. Woo!
And dunks it. Mosley.
Beautiful there, Terrell Mosley.
Once again, he's a junior, but plays so fearless.
Indeed.
Which he had 2 brothers prior to him to play at Jackson, so I'm pretty sure he understands what is expected of him.
Here now is Simmons. Jackson with the momentum.
Woo!
Oh, beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass by Simmons.
And Corey Battle, he did the rest. And you can
that's
tell.
what I mean.
You can tell that Coach Schemmel is happy with this team right now. They're executing the plan. Things are going as planned. It didn't. The second quarter didn't start out as they would like it, but they've increased the intensity. 25-13, looking good.
Once again, Jahar is the lead guard of this team. You see the passes he's making. He hasn't really got going scoring-wise yet, but he's building his team's confidence. But everybody else is playing very hard. I feel like Williston is just making a lot of mental errors and aren't really aware and just making careless turnovers.
But, you know, as you said, Simmons is definitely a lead on this team. But what I like about the team, if he's not scoring, the rest of the team, they're still performing. They're still doing well. And like as we saw in that game, which one was it? I think it was the final of the Battle on the Island. They didn't need Simmons to be at his best.
Yeah.
That one shot, that one play was all they needed from him. And that's what got them over the line.
And I really love their culture, actually, the brotherhood. So they hold each other accountable, and they have no choice but to, if one is down, then the rest have to play.
All for one, one for all.
Yep. Now they're in a 2-2-1 press.
And Williston, they're trying to break it.
10 seconds.
They couldn't.
And Williston is actually ranked #1 in the rural district in their division in the state. And Jackson's ranked #3 in 3A.
Well. Ooh, good steal that time by Williston. That was Harvey. Dishes out. All the way out. And again. And they're going to reset. This is Washington. Has Simmons on him. Makes the pass. Shot
Rebound,
attempt, no good. Now look at that pace up the court. Wow.
Horrendous.
Impressive. Denard that time. Oh, he missed. The putback is good.
Yeah, some hang time on that one.
Indeed.
Mosley with the ball.
Being double teamed there, but was able to find Simmons. Back to Mosley. Jackson to Mosley to Simmons. Attempt at the floater there, no good. Empty possession there for Andrew Jackson. Under 50 seconds to play.
Applin kicks out.
Shot attempt, no
And
good.
Wright misses off the back iron.
And Andrew Jackson will have the ball. 49 seconds to play. In this, the second quarter.
Johnson checks in the game for Lewis.
Here now is Simmons. Mosley drives, loses the handle.
I believe he wanted a timeout, but the ref didn't hear him.
And Coach Byron Schimmel not pleased at that time. As Williston pull up jumper, and it's good. That was
a
Harvey.
Smooth pull up by Harvey right there.
Does have some quality, and it's obvious why he's a team leader in scoring on this Williston Red Devil team.
Tayshawn. Oh, short.
Not able to beat the buzzer that time. So, hey Darren, it's halftime, 27-17 in favor of Andrew Jackson. Things going as you planned, as you thought they would? Are things going as you thought they would?
Yes, but no. Even though they're up 10, they're not satisfied at all. I already know Coach Byron's pretty much going to get on them in the locker room, giving them motivational speech. As for Williston, like I said earlier, they're making a bunch of careless turnovers, mental errors. That's what's costing them right now. Like such as Harvey getting 2 charging fouls. It just was almost unnecessary. He didn't really need it. But that's what comes with playing against Jackson on Main Street.
On Main Street, indeed. Well, we're going to take a break here, catch our breath, probably get some refreshments in there, and give you a word from our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. And stay tuned. I know we've been having some buffering issues with the internet. I want to say thanks to those of you who have stuck around. Like I said, the game is being recorded, so you'll be able to see it on demand. All right, so for Darren Smith and Garrett Binford, I'm Courtney Wallace. We're checking out of the second half. Please stick around.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
All right, so back with you here at the Andrew Jackson Tiger Den as the Andrew Jackson take on the Williston Red Devils. Hoops right here on SSB. Again, we apologize for the buffering and internet situation, which is way beyond our control. Pretty much nothing we can do about that one. But don't worry, you'll be able to see the game on demand before the night is out. About to start the second half of the game, going into the third quarter. Andrew Jackson Tigers, they lead at 27-17. Having been able to out-hustle and outplay the Williston Red Devil. Jackson 13-1, looking to make that 14-1. Of course, Williston, they're 9-5. As we welcome back Darren Smith to the booth.
Yes, I am back.
This here is Simmons, Mosley, Simmons. Off the rim, no good. And Williston now will come forward. Through Applin, Marcus. Goes now to Harvey. Harvey dishes out from the corner. No good. Here now is Simmons trying to go low. Cross-court pass there. Mosley collects it. It goes up and gets it to roll. So Andrew Jackson, they're on their way in the second half of third quarter. 29-17.
Everybody shoots a lot of threes, but the mid-range and the floater is very underrated.
That was Appling. To
Especially
Williamson.
for
Here's Harvey. Puts it up. Oh, in and out. Mosley. Stripped. Recovered.
Oh, shoots a three.
Wow, beautiful shot. That time by Thomas. Tayshawn Thomas.
He's really stepping up today. Shooting-wise, he's stepping up.
And making it count. And that time, shot missed there. And another empty possession for Williston.
Johnson. They don't even have their best shooter today. Jaden Williams. And one of their best defenders, Harvey. Oh.
Well, there he goes.
Only up 10 at the moment. Oh, nope. My correction is only up 12.
Simmons back to Mosley. Mosley all the way to the baseline. Double team that time. And we see Coach Schemmel with the timeout. 31-19.
Well, it seems like Harvey's starting to get going. Even though he's missing some easy bunnies, but he's getting the putbacks, trying to get himself in the groove.
Well, what he needs is really for the team to rally around him.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get your game going if your team is not firing, because then it's not easy for one player to carry a team.
Yeah.
Beautiful when it happens,
Yeah.
but not always. So Andrew Jackson will restart play through Simmons, who goes all the way back to Thomas. And Joel Washington will take possession of the basketball for Williston. This is Harvey.
See, if I was defending Harvey, I would just try to send him left. He's really right-hand dominant.
He kicks it
All
out
his actions
for
are going
three.
right.
No good that time. Marcus Appling. Mosley. Denard. Ooh, gets his own board. Goes up. Nope, still no good. And eventually it falls to Williston. And Denard there almost coming up with a steal. But no, Mosley gets it, goes all the way. He does.
Tough layup by Mosley.
And he comes back for the steal. And the official says it's going to be a jump ball. But you called it earlier. Mosley's a hustler.
Yes. Plays hard, has that grit and determination. McGee checks in, Jackson checks in.
And Mosley's going to check out. Seems to be in a little bit of discomfort. Probably just a bit winded.
I'll be winded too, moving like that.
This is Washington for Williston.
Oh, cookies.
Oh, and Simmons with the steal. Let's see what he does. Dishes off, and it's good.
Jackson cleans it up for him.
Beautiful looking basketball there. Austin Jackson with the finish.
Seems like Williston's a little out of control here. Seems like Jackson defense is really getting them rattled. And they need to keep their composure and just slow down a little bit.
But you know, one thing about a high intensity game, you want to keep your wits about you. You want to keep your head, a level head.
Yeah.
You can't get carried away with what's happening on the court unless, of course, you're dominating the court, which they're not. Harvey, beautiful.
Starting to get himself going. He's trying to get that groove.
Well, he's a leader on this team. They definitely are depending on him. 3 ball, no good. Board Williston. This is Harvey. Kicks it out to Washington. Fakes, now shoots, good.
Mid-range pull up.
35-23. Still Andrew Jackson. Simmons. Thomas. Back to Simmons. Simmons gets it.
Woo.
Almost loses it, but wow.
And that is what you
play.
call having it on a string.
Brilliant play
Wow.
there by Jahari Simmons. And here he is again. Stripped that time. This is Harvey. Dishes out to Washington. Washington for 3. No good. Back to Washington. Let's see what he does this time. Calls for the screen.
Rejects it, kick out, right for 3. Short.
And Harvey.
Oh.
Oops.
No bucket.
No basket.
That's Harvey's 3rd foul.
And of course, coach is arguing the foul with the official.
Does not seem like the fans are happy with that one at all.
Definitely not. But no, they'll have to deal with Simmons. Fake.
Simmons.
And now Simmons for the, ooh.
Now he's getting himself going.
Smooth. Clean through the hoop is Jahari Simmons. And Harvey now will try to reset with for Williston. A whistle on the play.
Now Harvey's a very physical guard here. Standing about like what 6'3", 6'4". Has a strong build. Really knows how to get downhill.
Yeah, he's actually 6'4".
And really uses his size to his advantage.
And a junior. That was right to Harvey.
Illegal screen on McGee.
And it's definitely not looking good for Williston. At the moment, they can't seem to get anything going in this sequence of play.
As Jackson's being a great Samaritan, wiping up the sweats.
Making it safe for everybody. Now he comes to the sidelines. And he passes to Simmons. Back to Jackson. Simmons for three. No good that time.
From almost NBA range. Yikes. That's a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he's a confident young man. And why not? You're playing on your home court. You're up 40-23.
Yeah.
Go for it. Just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Coach Irvin for Williston is really not happy with some of these calls that the refs are making tonight. Whew, great hustle.
Here's Mosley. All the way. Oh!
Oh, my God.
Now Mosley's feeling it.
Got
really
the crowd,
feeling it.
Got
this
the whole
is right.
gym rocking.
Harvey, can he answer? Yes, he can. So this place has just turned electric.
Now that's Jackson basketball.
Simmons. Jackson. Back to Simmons. Jackson. Finds Mosley. Jackson. Here is Simmons. Pulls up. Off the rim. And who's for the hustle? Mosley. Couldn't get it to fall. Jackson.
For three.
Can't get it to fall. Here now comes Harvey. Foul called. And that sends Harvey to the line. 2 shots.
Mosley has some sneaky athleticism.
He does.
Yeah, he got a dunk earlier. I was not expecting him to go baseline and rise up like that.
And he also has the aggression to go with it.
Yep.
As Denard checks out.
And Jacoby Allen checks in.
Harvey still at the line. 42-26. Make it 42-27.
Communicating up the floor. That's what it's about, communication.
Indeed. Ooh.
Oh, he's feeling it. And one.
They're feeling it.
He's feeling it.
The entire team is feeling it.
I guess that's what that conversation was about.
As also the entire gymnasium.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeling it. They've really turned up the heat here, this Andrew Jackson team.
They call themselves Nightmare on Main Street, and it's looking like a nightmare.
Yep, this Williston team will have a lot to look back at and a lot that they won't be happy with. Mosley at the line. Can't get it to fall. This is Henderson back in, and he gives it away. And Simmons will advance the ball.
Oh, again?
Uh-oh, look out. Ooh. I think Moser thinks it's exhibition time. And Harvey there loses the handle on that one. Just about 38 seconds or so to go in this third quarter. It's been all Andrew Jackson.
Middleton checks in for Simmons as Simmons gets his first rest of the game.
And he's earned it. High pass there, Harvey. Goes up, can't get it to fall. And that was Henderson. And Andrew Jackson gets possession of the basketball. And the Williston coach continues to argue. This is Austin Jackson for Andrew Jackson.
18 seconds and counting. Going down.
And of course, Andrew Jackson here will be in no hurry whatsoever to let go of this ball. Comfortably in front. This is Austin Jackson. Loses the handle. Oh, call it a travel. And a turnover. Not quite what you want to see at this stage of the game. This is Harvey, puts it up, can't get it to fall. 44-27 your score at the end of the third quarter. It's all Andrew Jackson.
I would really love to see somebody else other than Harvey attacking the basket. Seems like everyone else is playing pretty timid and playing almost protective. Like, you know, not playing really carefree. That's what Harvey's playing like. As he's getting downhill and trying to get to his spots, trying to connect on mid-ranges. So if he can have some surrounding cast members, then I think Williston can have time to come back.
All right, so we're going to take a break right here. Put a word in for our sponsors, the First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Stay right there, folks. We'll be right back.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, back with you. We're getting set for the start of the fourth quarter. So far, it's been all Andrew Jackson on their home court here at the Tigers Den. It's been a nightmare on Main Street.
And Jackson has had a lot of games like this season. Probably the only close game they've had is that Fleming Island game that they lost. Well, and Lake Island Prep on the buzzer beater.
Indeed. Here's Harvey. Washington back in the game. Really expected a lot from Washington in this game, as he can't get that basket to fall. But he did draw the foul and will make a trip to the line. You know, they have him listed as a 71% from the free throw line.
71.
Don't do that.
I see the 71.
Be nice. Washington again. Well, no, make that 50%.
Yeah.
That time.
They're free. They're very free for you.
If you can take him. Here is it Simmons to Jackson, back to Simmons. Jackson. Thomas.
Skip pass.
Simmons.
Step back.
And a good steal there by Washington. Sets Williston going. Harvey for three. No good.
Simmons surveys the floor. Thomas. Oh.
Thomas goes up with it. Air ball. Here's Simmons again. He'll reset. Oh. Pass picked off there by Wright. And here comes Harvey to Washington. Fakes. Puts it up. No good.
Jackson brings it out. Resets. Simmons. Back to Jackson. Kicks out. One more. Thomas for three.
And it's good.
I love their ball movement. Like, just finding the open man, that one more pass.
And the movement. Just the movement. And Williston, they've not been able to keep up with the movement. And of course, if that happens, then it makes it look even smoother when the ball is moving around the court like that.
Yeah. As for Williston, it's not really a lot of ball movement. It's more so one man on five, and that's not really good basketball in a way. So Jackson's playing great basketball tonight.
Trying that aggressive drive to the basket. But you know, Coach Shemuel likes to say that he likes to make teams do things that they're not comfortable doing, things they're not used to doing.
Yeah.
And it would seem to me that that plan is working out tonight. as we haven't really seen a pattern of play develop with this Williston team, except like you said, for Harvey. Here he is driving, and this time he gets it to fall. I guess that's the game plan.
Yeah, great finish with his left hand there, as he really been just driving right most of the game. Surprise Jackson.
Ooh. Smart there by Simmons, puts it up.
Jahari's feel for the game, him able to feel the defender's body and react to it, not many people can do that.
True. That was intelligent play, because he knew he had lost the handle.
Yeah. Harvey misses. Rebound Washington. Cobley with the ball. Simmons.
Battle. And here is Simmons.
Shoots it.
Puts it up. Oh, clean. All net.
He's
all
really lighting
night.
it up.
20-point game.
Lighting it up.
And they lose the handle. Thomas there. No, Harvey beats him to it. See Harvey here just taking a moment to catch his breath and set something up.
Jackson's in an extended 2-3.
Yeah. You know, we haven't seen much of this from this Williston team all game. As a three goes up, and Washington.
Which I love what Coach Byron's doing over here at Jackson. For his first year at that. His first year.
Yep.
For his first year, I love what he's doing. Really preparing the kids.
13-1 in January.
And continuing the legacy that's been established here.
Simmons down low. Oops,
Blocked by
that
Henderson.
blocked. The putback. And Williston will try to come away with it. Couldn't. This is Simmons. Puts it up. Ooh, I told you. All net, all night.
That right there is why he is the top candidate for Player of the Year. That right there. His poise, calmness, and his change of pace is elite.
And here's Harvey, no good. Henderson with the board. But you know, speaking of Simmons, when he gets going, he's bad news for his opponents.
Oh, it's terrible news.
Yeah, you really don't want to see Simmons.
As a fan called him the other day, they called him that man. They called him that man, so, hey.
As we see Coach Shimwell ringing in the substitutions en masse. Denard is back in. This is Washington. Loses the handle.
Called a foul there.
Draws a foul.
And actually, Simmons, too. He had an older brother that went here. His dad went here, so it's definitely a legacy for sure.
Well, he's definitely continuing the family tradition.
So I can say him and Mosley understands what Jackson basketball is for sure. Great shot by Harvey there.
That was a brilliant shot. Harvey from beyond the arc makes it 36 for Williston. They still trail as Jackson has put in 52. 3:29 on the clock.
3 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the fourth. Williston still could pull it off, as that's a lot of time in basketball.
Indeed, but I mean, on the evidence of what you've seen, do you think they can do it?
No. No, not from what I've seen. If they can correct a few things, then it's looking like they're going to go full court man, actually.
As we restart the game, Jackson will have possession of the basketball. This is Mosley being double teamed, and he's hustling.
Traveling violation called on Mosley.
That was a travel. This time we restart with the Williston. Long ball to Harvey. finds Washington. And Harvey for three. And he gets
He's starting to get going.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. All net. But here comes, and that pass is tipped by Henderson. And now Harvey couldn't get that one to fall. Here is Simmons. And Simmons takes it all the way.
That change of direction is good. That was a great change of direction there.
Henderson for three. Good.
Knocks it down. You got to knock down the open shot. That's basketball now. Drive and kick.
Here's Mosley, 54-42. Andrew Jackson the lead. Simmons, a talisman, tries to find a shot. Picked off there. And recovered. Here's Mosley. Spells trouble. Denard. Good.
Looked like the ref called an intentional. Not sure. They're talking it out here.
All right, let's wait. See what comes of it.
That's the call. Yep. As he calls an intentional foul on Henderson.
Comes the basket. And Denard goes to the line. First shot is good. Extends the lead here for Andrew Jackson with 2:24 to play. Misses the second.
Well, I think Harvey's starting to get going for Williston. He's going to try to will them back into this game.
I think he's had pockets. You know, he's had pockets of good play, but you need the consistency.
Yeah.
You have to do it again and again and again. Possession after possession after possession. And I think that's where he's missed out. Here's Denard. Back to Denard. And he gets it to roll.
I love that dump down to the other block, back to the other person. Layup.
Oh, Mosley with the steal. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. And he goes all the way. Mosley.
Now, I know he wanted to dunk that. I know he wanted to dunk that.
Thought better of it.
That's what you can't give Jackson, a lot of momentum. Oop.
And here's Washington. Can't get it to fall. Harvey. Calls the push there on Denard. As Mosley checks out, takes a break, and in comes Allen.
Washington checks in the game.
Corey Battle is also back in.
Battle.
Denard
Battle. Not Washington.
Comes out, and
My
here's
apologies.
Williston. Shot up, off the rim, no good.
Rebound.
And Simmons will come forward, being double teamed. Gets around the press. Nice kick out. Back to Simmons. Still being doubled. Ooh, gets it to Allen. And Allen.
That's Harvey's third. Oh, fourth, actually. And looks like Coach Irvins is going to stick with it. Not going to take him out.
Well, there's only 1:11 to play, so I guess he's just going to let it flow.
Yep.
61-42 the score. I don't think there's much they can do at this point in time. As we see Harvey there losing the handle. This is Simmons. What will he do? Simmons goes up. Simmons goes in.
Well, final seconds counting down.
And Washington there, trying to do something spectacular. Allen says, no way, not on my court.
I don't think Williston was ready for this intensity.
As we see Giovanni Wright getting ready to check back in. Also Jason McGee, Henderson, and Ross. As Washington at the line, makes the first one count. Six to 3-43, 20-point game. It's all been Andrew Jackson.
And just Jackson's offensive rate this year just been at a high level. Very consistent at that, which is hard to do on the offensive side.
As Washington there makes 2 from 2. 6 to 3-44. 49.3 seconds to play.
Don't.
And oh!
Tavion Lawson with the dunk.
Slams it in there. Does Lawson. This is right. Henderson for 3. No good.
Short.
Oh. So Tavion Lawson got in with a little bit of a showboat in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Your team is up 65-44. You only got under a minute to play.
He's actually a football player. Has at least 5 to 6 offers in football, Division I.
Nice. Second one falls for McGee. Jade McGee. 21.6 seconds to play. The Tigers are roaring loud inside the den. Here they come. Once again.
Jacoby
Allen.
passes to Thomas. Looks like they're just going to hold
This
it
is
out.
Thomas.
Oh, nope. They want Middleton to go get a bucket.
Draws the foul, goes to the line. And there's no let up in this Jackson team.
And as the Middleton shoots these 2 free throws, and there's only 4.9 seconds on the clock.
A statement win. A statement win.
Yep.
So I think Andrew Jackson here with this win is telling all comers, hey, you better be prepared.
Yeah.
We're here to ball. Both
There's the
shots
clock.
missed.
Clock
And the
winds
clock
down.
down. And that's the game, folks. Andrew Jackson, 65-44 over the Williston Red Devil. So the Tigers roared loud on their home court. A very comfortable win in the end from what was expected to be a tough battle. Never really materialized, did it?
Yeah. Jackson's going to take this win, build momentum, and they're going to carry it on to the next games.
Indeed. All right, we're going to see if we can get Coach Byron Schemmel for an interview. So, folks, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Talk to me about the mindset going into the game. I know y'all missing Jaden and David. So just talk to me what you told the guys before the game.
Next man up. That's what we do. Next man up. Nothing changes. You know, the game plan is always the same. Make sure we do what we do and make sure we make them do something they're uncomfortable doing. So the game plan is the same.
Now, Williston had a strong guard in Harvey, number 5. Talk to me about containing him, which y'all did a great job containing him, actually. But talk to me about containing him tonight.
No, he tough. He going to get buckets. We knew that. We knew going in he going to take tough shots. He was going to make tough shots. But I think for the most part, we made it tough on him.
Now, I want to talk to you about, really, Mosley. I know I usually talk about Jahari because he's lead guard, but I want to talk about Terrell. He had an explosive dunk from the baseline. He had a dunk earlier. Just talk to me about his energy, tenacity. Just talk to me about him as a player.
I think he can do it all the time. I just think sometimes he get in his head pertaining to making mistakes. Like I told him before the game tonight, you can make mistakes. It's all good. Just keep playing, but you got to bring your energy because he's one of our better players. So tonight was good for him.
Now, how are you going to carry this win and carry it towards the rest of the season?
Just same thing. Just continue to get better at what we do and try to frustrate the opponents when we're playing.
Well, thank you, Coach. Congrats on the win.
All right, there you have Coach Byron Shemwell, as always, a very cool customer, never gets rattled, and he'll tell you always the same, nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Well, all right, Darren, it was great working with you.
It was great working with you, Courtney. Thank you. Thank you for the experience, the opportunity. Thank you for it once again.
Not a problem, my friend. All right, folks, that's it. End of the game. Andrew Jackson Tigers all the way, beating the Red Devils, sending them back down to Central Florida with another beating. They're now, what's that, 9-6?
Yep, 9-6, and Jackson is 14-1.
14-1, almost unbeaten. Anyway, folks, we know we had some buffering problems here with the stream, but don't worry, we'll have the game put up for you later on tonight, so you'll be able to see it from start to finish. Thanks to those of you who stuck around with us. Thanks for making it SSB, and of course, we have more hoops. Check out the website, ssbjacks.com. Check the schedule, and you can see where we'll be next. Thanks again. Thanks to Garrett, our cameraman, Darren, for joining me in the booth. I'm Courtney Wallace, checking out from the Andrew Jackson Tigers Den. So long, folks.